experience, a learning curve from where I played at in high school to coming to the SEC, best football in America. But I think I'm doing well.
What's been the most eye-opening thing for you out there?
The speed of the game is definitely much different. I played tempo in high school, but it's obviously a lot faster when you come to this league.
How do you feel like that tempo in high school is going to help long-term here at Tennessee?
I'd say it helped with my cardio over time. So just being there for 4 years and doing a lot of running and moving around it definitely wasn't such a toll on my body as a transition.
Bennett, why did you choose Tennessee?
I'm originally an East Coast kid. I was born in Maryland, and I lived all over the East Coast, North Carolina. Some might not call this the East Coast, but New York. And I've got family in South Carolina, and it felt right to come back to the East Coast.
How big of a challenge was it to kind of play catch up a little bit here over the summer, heading into camp, because you weren't here in the spring?
I'd say there was a little bit of catch up, but I spent a lot of time in Zooms with coaches and stuff like that, going over plays and learning things like that. And I spent the last couple months working out with my trainers back in Houston, Vault PT and Dominant O-line, and working out with NFL players and some former Vol actually named Zach Fulton. And I was working to maintain my strength, my cardio, and alongside with working the plays. And then I got here and it all clicked really well. It didn't feel like much of a terrible jump. I'm obviously still learning, but it wasn't as bad as I thought it would be.
How has maybe Cooper Mays helped you continue to take that next step?
Coop is definitely a very knowledgeable guy in this offense. I'd say not only Coop, but John Campbell, Larry Johnson, Dane Davis, they've all poured into me and taught me small things that can help me in the game and even big things that I might have to change as I come to this league.
Was it like immediately kind of having that brotherhood type of vibe on the line?
Yeah, definitely. And then in the time I spent in recruiting, like getting to know all the other guys, and not only those guys, but the guys in my class, it was really easy to click with everybody.
Did you know much about Zach Fulton when you started working with him?
No, I didn't even know he was a Vol until I saw him, and I was like, that guy's huge. But like, it made me feel very small, but he was a super cool dude.
Did he give you any good pointers to continue working with him?
Not necessarily. We were just like in the gym and stuff like that and working out together, but not too many like pointers as to playing my position because I didn't get much time with him like that.
What did he tell you about Tennessee?
Huh?
Did he say anything specific about Tennessee and being up here?
Not anything specifically. He said he loved it. He's still like still in his bio, VFL and all that. I mean, it makes you feel good about the place if a guy who's graduated so many years ago can still call it a home.
Probably not many guys that are going to be freshmen get to work alongside some NFL players. So what was the biggest takeaway from being around some of those guys that knew work, a couple of those guys that sort of stood out to you when you were down there?
I'd say one of the biggest takeaways is their strength and their speed compared to guys in college. It's even higher than you'd expect. But it's good to know that there's still people. They're there to help you as much as anybody else is.
What's the most exciting part about being a part of a program like Tennessee?
There's a lot of history behind Tennessee, and I think it's dope. I think Tennessee displays what Southern hospitality is. That was big to me. I don't know. I feel happy to be here. I don't feel like it's a burden to come to college, and that made me feel good.
They keeping you at right tackle so far?
Yeah, I've been playing right tackle so far.
Anything about that position that's a good fit for you or makes it comfortable for you?
I played it all through high school. It was the first position I played in high school besides playing D end when I was 220. But yeah, so it's just I've always been comfortable on that right side, but I am left-handed and I do know how to set out of my left.
Couple more. I'm sure you've always been dominant on the field all of your life. How do you adjust to seeing other guys that can play at your level? How do you adjust to sort of the humility you need in that?
Realizing that it's not all about strength and it's about your technique, your leverage, your hand placement, and how fast you can replace your hands, how twitchy you are. It's not bully ball high school anymore where I'm 6'8" and the guy across from me is 6 foot. So definitely a big step.
How much of an adjustment is that for you now that the guys on the other side of the line they look like you?
It's definitely an adjustment in the fact that I gotta learn patience in my steps and footwork and things like that. I can't go out flashing and trying to swing here and that and you miss, and that guy's fast enough to be at the quarterback by the time you miss and he swipes off. So, yeah.
What are your thoughts on Coach
Coach Ellerby, I love Coach Ellerby. I love our O-line staff. Coach Ellerby, KP, Labs, PB. Everybody's great. Everybody poured into me when I was on my way here, when I got here, and the love never stopped for me.
Thanks, Bennett. Thanks, everybody.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Thank y'all.